Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and today I've got a situation on my hands here. A drama situation. Technically, I think it's been solved with no small amount of burning, and well, there's an imposter. Cities get burned. Let's talk all about it. Hello, my name is Brutal from State 2497. I have an account on Discord, also named Chisgule, saying they're making an alliance in my state using your name. Wanted to verify that it's you, thanks. Well, no, it's not me. And you may think, well, what's the big deal? I mean, you know, these person's using your name or whatever. Well, okay, so they are impersonating me for personal gain. Obviously, that's problematic. But the real issue with imposters like this is that sometimes people impersonate me and they say, congratulations, you won a PC. All you need to do is send me the money for shipping and I'll send it to you right away. And you'd think like, well, nobody would fall for that sort of stupid shit, right? Happens all the time. And I get messages from people who are super disappointed. They're like, oh my God, I thought I'd won something. And it's like, what the F? Are you, what, huh? What? Huh? And so I have to do everything within my power to get imposters shut down, right? And when necessary, I engage my legal team to go deal with that. And so imposters have to get shut down. So when you see my reaction, you need to contextualize it as, I must burn every imposter, metaphorically, right? In game. And I'm not using that like how people say in Minecraft. I actually mean like, you know, like take, like whatever platform they're on, I have to get that profile literally taken down so that they can't go and defraud people of their money, of their effort, their energy, etc. So they send me some pictures of their hive or whatever, I guess indicating that this is them in game. You know, I didn't look all that hard at it. Oh, look, see, somebody's got my name Chisgule there. Imposters. Okay. So, look at this. They're using my name. Good morning. Yes, Rank just filled me in on the chat. That's amazing news. I'm Chris. Mother effer couldn't even get it right. They said I'm Chris. I'm not Chris. I was gonna curse. I'm not. It's freaking Chis. Get it right, jackass. Holy cow. But everyone knows me as Chisgule, so nice to meet you. If you think you're talking to me and I say Chris, immediate imposter knowledge, like right there. Boom, imposter. Fake. It's a fake. Actual fake. If you'd like, feel free to reach out to me on Discord at Chisgule_. What up? Hey, thanks for that. That's a new Discord account you made today? Yup, expanding my following and branching out for new content. Bro, not a goddamn reason in the world I would ever make a new Discord account. The only no. Fraudster. Effing fraudster. My other Discord is all content from my other state. That is absolute nonsense. And so I say, hi there. It's not me, 100% imposter. She says, no worries. Thanks so much for letting me know. And I said, MP, let me know if you burn them. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. No worries, will do, mate, she says. So then, they all get burned. They all get burned, which is nothing less than what at least the Chisgule account person and whoever the other person was, I believe their name is going to be Daddy Rank, nothing less than what they deserved. Nothing less than what has wholeheartedly been earned. Hey, if you don't want to get burned, don't be a fucking imposter. That's not very complicated, is it? That's not very complicated, I think. Shouldn't have done it if you don't like the outcome. Shouldn't have done it. You know? Hey, if you're going to be imposter, shouldn't have done it. Should not have done it. You know who in here thinks the real Chisgule's in this alliance? Nobody now. I'm not saying everybody deserved to be burned, to be really clear. But like, this guy got his whole alliance burned. Shouldn't have done it. Okay? This is the man that was pretending to be you. Hope that it helps. I believe it's Big Daddy Rank. They even named the alliance SSQ, which is what our family alliance was called in our state for a time. SSQ was their tag. So like they're really trying to emulate, but they're like out of touch because like that's old. It's SNV now. So they're like, they're trying. They know the backstory, but I guess they aren't current. It's SNV, right? And of course they can't pick SNV because that's in use or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, so I say rip Bozo, because obviously rip Bozo, right? Again, people that do this, not all, but some, try to fraud my viewers. So we take them down, baby. We take them down. Haha, yeah, he's not a happy person. All right, I'm running out of power. GG. If he didn't want the heat, he shouldn't have done the crime. Looks pretty hot by those fires, I say. And she says, exactly right, mate. It's very hot. Happy to help out. Sorry this happened to you. Impersonating mustn't be fun. Honestly, I wouldn't mind, except for the fact that there are fraudsters out there. So, like, we have to take them down. It has to happen. And I say, cool if I make a vid out of this. Not sure if I will, but just making sure it's okay that I share this conversation before I go ahead and record it. And she said, ha ha ha, I'm absolutely okay with it. And so then she says, it's okay with him. Okay with me too. So this is funny. So there's their conversation. He says, we were minding our own business, not bothering anyone, but break y'all's own rules. It's cool. Just bring in the strays here to kick them while they're down, huh? That's really how this is how the state's gonna do things. Y'all thought you were ready for real, but looks like I'm sadly mistaken. Your point. Okay, so the real Chisgule messaged me, and this guy says your point would be what, you stupid something. Look. Now he's going to gaslight him, man. Now he's going to try to gaslight him. Now he's going to go and try to make them feel bad for taking out the trash, which is exactly what they did. All right. So for context, this rank fella jumped into our Discord calls, made a fake Discord account of you, pretending to be you. But yeah, happy to help. If you need anything from me, please let me know. Cheers, I say. And then she shows their HQ burning. Again, rip Bozo, and now it's gone. And then, hey, sorry to be a pain, but this is biting me in the bum. I know you're sponsored. Can we nip this in the bud? And unfortunately, there's really not anything to do. I don't work at this company. Some number of my videos have been sponsored. There's really nothing I can do about this in-game situation. Okay? Like, there just isn't. Okay? There's nothing. Literally nothing. Theoretically, I could reach out to a community manager if somebody's trying to emulate me, and like maybe they could reset their name, but like there's really nothing I can do about the situation, right? And that's generally the case in these games. I have almost no control, and it behooves the devs to, in my opinion, like have a connection with me and help out in these situations, but like there's really not much I can do. And she says, I don't appreciate liars. And he says, I never lied to anyone. WTF, you're delusional. So this whole video is to just, this is the kind of crazy we're up against, all right? So now this person's trying to gaslight because somebody said they were Chisgule and somebody said what they said about, and like using my reputation to build this alliance or whatever, okay? And I wasn't there and the details don't matter. Not really, okay? Not really. Again, do I think necessarily the whole alliance should have been burned? No, but apparently they have enough intel that they felt that this daddy rank guy was the person playing the Chisgule account. And so it's the same person, right? So of course this guy is going to pretend that, well, no, I wasn't me. It wasn't the same person. My friend named Chisgule. People can name their account whatever they want. I have no control over other people. But I guess this is the thanks for all the help I've given the state. My friend named Chisgule. People can name their account whatever they want. Okay, this is the same screenshot. And so I just dig in for a little clarity. I'm like, who is Big Daddy Rank? Is that the guy who was previously named Chisgule? He says, yeah, that's right. And he said he was playing with you. See, he said he was playing with me. You know how many Big Daddy Ranks have messaged me to talk about this? Oh, wait, 0. You know why? Because I don't know any MFing Big Daddy Ranks. I don't know anybody by that name. So the lie is now expanded, right? To be this like intricate thing. No, you're mistaken. I never said I was Chisgule. That Chisgule account I wasn't Chisgule. No, I just said I knew him. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, buddy. Okay. So I make sure to be really clear. He didn't just say he was playing with me. What I see is that he pretended to be me. And she says, yes, that's correct. So I said, so now he's gaslighting you. What a guy. Yep, it's exhausting. I don't know if I can report him to the game or anything. And like, no, there's really, it is what it is. People can make the guy is right. He can name his account whatever he wants. And like, the devs aren't going to go in and block every variation of Chisgule and be like, Chisgule, never change your name, right? Like it's just like, I'm a player, they're a player, and like players can do whatever players do. I honestly think that the name changing thing, it just drives me insane when people show up with a new name and I'm like, who even is this? Because like I play a lot of games, guys. I play a lot of games. And so it's hard for me to keep up with all this stuff. So anyways, I want to make this video about this drama to make people aware that like I only have one account. I will only ever have one account, and I have no intentions of making new accounts in Whiteout Survival. Not at this time. No restarts, nothing. I have my main, I play my main, and for the time being, that's it. And I barely have time to do that. Right? I barely have time to do that. When I have sponsored content, which is a huge W, then that context changes, but like even then, right now, no restarts. And if I did one, I'd have announcements and I would like, don't you think I would have talked about it on my channel at some point, right? So this person made the right call by reaching out to me, and the fallout from that gets a little wacky. But here we are. It's just a day in Whiteout Survival, a day that ends in Y, because every day that ends in Y in Whiteout, in my experience, there's always someone creating drama over something. But you leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. My bet is that every state has its drama. You just don't know what it is till you get there. And the grass always looks greener. Usually it ain't. Sometimes it might be, but it always looks greener. I just don't know that it always is. All right. Well, anyways, I got to get back to it. It's the weekend, trying to enjoy some time with fam before FDT, but it's been a couple days since I had a video out, so I wanted to get one out. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.